Now, folks, this is a great time of year if you're a moviegoer. Let's face it, this is when all the great movies are coming out. Holiday season is upon us. Hollywood is rolling out some of their biggest films of the year. But there's a problem. So many films to choose from, it's hard to know which ones are really worth seeing with your limited dollar. And if you're watching this show, you have no money. We actually find that out. All the commercials on our show are for free soup. All right. That's why from time to time, I like to help our viewers choose which film to watch by reviewing the current films. And today I thought I could use a little help with this. So would you please welcome the co-host of Ebert and Roper and the movies, Roger Ebert. He's going to help us. Thank you for being here.
A real pleasure. Always glad to give a hand to a would-be film critic.
Yes, yes, or a would-be comedian. Now, I just gave you the thumbs down.
Whoa!
This is how I repay a guy who flew into New York to help me out. I'm a stinker. No, thank you for being here.
It's a pleasure.
Nice to have you, and we're going to do some good here.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna really, you're going to see, I have an incisive, critical mind.
I know you do, yes.
Thanks for reading that card. Now, sit back, ladies and gentlemen, relax and enjoy Conan and Roger on the Aisle. Isn't that the best theme you've ever heard?
It is. They use that on the show. Oh, actually, they are, aren't they?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a great theme. All right.
Yeah.
Now, our first feature tonight is Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. It's the sequel to last year's phenomenally successful Blair Witch Project. It, too, starts out as a documentary, this time about the effect the first movie has had on the local community. I found it just as scary as the original. It was great.
You know, initially, I thought the documentary angle did sound promising, but then the movie just sort of fell apart for me. The worst thing was the way they kept trying to mix in humor, and the jokes were atrocious.
Yeah, and that's really true. I agree with you. And then they would cap the jokes off with supernatural touches to try and make it scary again. You can't combine those two. It just made a mess of the whole movie. Take a look at this clip.
Kim! Kim! Yo! Is that her?
Kim?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm Jeff.
I figured.
What are you doing there?
Trying to find the energy. Inside the grave? To stand up. I'm exhausted. I've been on the road for 2 days.
Good one.
I didn't need... You know, zombie drummer I can do without, you know? Sorry, Max. You know, another thing about Blair Witch 2 is that you can tell the producers thought this was going to be a huge hit. They thought it was going to be a smash.
Yeah, they thought they had a franchise that was going to run for years and years, but after this disaster, I doubt there's going to be another one.
Well, they must be feeling pretty foolish about the scenes they put in the movie that they thought were setting up the next sequel, because I don't think there's going to be a next sequel, and now they're stuck with these references in the movie. Take a look at a typical example.
We brought something back with us.
What are you talking about?
I can sense it. Like someone's choking me and squeezing the air out of me.
Okay, look, we're just tired, okay? You're just tired. We are all just really tired. That is it.
I want to show you something.
You know, it's not right. It's not appropriate. Our next feature is The Sixth Day. It's the new action thriller starring Arnold Schwarzenegger as a man who finds out that he's been cloned. He finds out he's been cloned. I thought this was non-stop fun. It was exciting and...
Yeah, there are parts of the film that I like, but the overall premise is just so hard to buy. You know, it's not that easy to make an exact duplicate of a human being.
Yeah, you know, I guess the filmmakers were aware that their story was hard to swallow, that it was kind of unbelievable. And you can see signs of it in some of the actual parts of the movie. Like this one where Robert Duvall tells Arnold how he got cloned. Take a look.
Here, it's your sin courting.
How did you get this? I haven't been
Here.
a vision test.
Only it didn't test your vision, it took your sin courting, an exact picture of your mind. And it took a sample of your DNA, and with those two things, we can clone a person in 2 hours.
It is now time to take the stupid pill you were given when you entered the theater. Only the stupid pill will keep you from realizing how ludicrous this movie really is. Everyone ready? Good. Let's get back to the action.
I didn't love the movie, but I enjoyed my stupid pill.
You know, I take stupid pills almost 3 times a day during this holiday season. You have to with the Hollywood, you know.
Yes, I understand.
Product at this time of year, yeah.
I could come back at you with that one, but I'm not going to. Our next feature is The Legend of Bagger Vance. It stars Matt Damon as a man who learns that the secret to winning at golf may also be the secret to winning at life. It's a great movie. It really is a good movie.
You know, it really is. Director Robert Redford does a wonderful job. I only wish he'd handled the scenes between Matt Damon and the boy a little differently.
Yeah, there's a kid who appreciates golf just as much as Matt Damon does. The kid's love for the sport affects Matt Damon deeply, but it's the one time I kind of wish Redford had used a more subtle approach. I think he went way too far, and it's weird. Take a look.
You really love this game, don't you?
The greatest game there is.
You really think so?
Ask anybody. It's fun, it's hard, and you stand out there on that green grass, and it's just you and the ball, and there ain't nobody to beat up on but yourself. This is the only game I know you can call penalty on yourself. If you're honest, which most people are. There just ain't no other game like it.
Kind of changed the whole story a lot.
Conan, were those special effects?
No, they can do that. Our next feature is Billy Elliot. It's the heartwarming tale of a British lad who defies his father to pursue his interest in dance. It's probably my favorite film of the season. It's amazing.
I like the movie too, but I wouldn't call it my favorite. Billy's dad equates dancing with being gay, which Billy isn't. So the dad is really uncomfortable with the situation, and he gives Billy no support, and I felt that sometimes that just got a little excessive.
Yeah, like the time that the dad discovers Billy practicing in the gym. Billy finally stands up to his dad and he dances his heart out. But the dad wants to get out of the gym so badly, this makes him so uncomfortable and he wants to escape, that I think he overreacts and the director went too far. Take a look. Space for about an hour.
Yeah.
I like the space part of the movie, though. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the space walk, you know, when they had to do without the oxygen, that was really thrilling.
Enjoyable. Watch it.
Yes.
There's one more film we should look at just before we go. It's just been released on video and DVD. It should be a very popular item this holiday season. A great stocking stuffer. I'm talking, of course, about Toy Story 2. Now, the first one was a huge hit, but for my money, the sequel is even better.
Yeah, the second time around, they broadened the film's appeal, I think, so it interests adults as well as the kids, and it really seems to have worked.
Yeah. I think adults are going to like it much, much more with those changes made. My favorite scene is when the toys are changing channels on the television, desperately searching for something. It's really a memorable moment. Take a look.
I can't find it. It doesn't seem to be on any of these stations.
Keep looking.
Oh, you're going too slow. Let me take the wheel.
It's too fast. How could you even tell what's on?
I can tell. Too late, I'm in the 40s. Gotta go around the horn. It's faster.
That's where I need to go.
It's going to be. See, we agree. All right, those are our choices. Our thanks to our good friend Roger Ebert for helping us out.
A pleasure.
You're a good
Great
sport.
pleasure.
Let's have a break when we come back. Gwyneth Paltrow's here. Stick around.